around Africa is European made. It means the people making money out of this clothing, it's African. It does not mean that there are no African tailors. There is African tailors, a few African tailors that are making clothing. The problem because the economy in Africa is in the hands of European. The way things are structured, the dominance of European, our governments are not putting emphasis on reserving a share of the market to African tailors. You understand? Because the government has the power to say we want 60% in 5 years of the clothing market to be produced, to be supplied by brown Africans. You understand? To create jobs. But you won't see, they won't do it. That means because we are controlled by them, the government, that means Africans are not making money. Even fruit, for the case of this country that mostly Africans are eating, the money goes to the European tailors, European farmers, even when the farm worker is African. You understand? So if you look at the economy of Africa, I just took those examples, right? Either clothing, either toothbrush, either lotion, either food even, all the money goes back to the European. So our economy is in the hands. Now, in large part of Africa, the land of Africa is also owned by them. Like in South Africa here, Zimbabwe had the same problem. That's why there was a land reform, a revolution there. Kenya has the same problem. Mozambique, and so on. You understand? So all of Africa is the same. So they own the entire economy of Africa, even the wildlife of Africans. They have game resorts in many parts of Africa where they lock African animals in the game resort, and now Africans come and hunt. You understand? So if you look how things are structured in Africa, from the culture perspective, the language, the information, the economy, the mind of people, everything is European based and European driven, which means in reality, Europeans are ruling. European rule is ongoing because the rule of a country is not having a brown face. You understand? A brown looking face, what you call black, a brown looking face as president. The rule is when the structure of the country, the order, you understand, is about the people of the country. It means if Africans were ruling, let's say, take an example about, let's say, Chad, or let's say, Central African Republic or Gabon, if it was African rule, you're gonna see that the main language of communication is gonna be African language. You understand? The identity people have there will be African identity. What goes into people's brain, either from schools or from the media, is gonna be African driven and based. You understand? And you're gonna see that the economy gonna be African based. That means what people consume will be produced by Africans, so that Africans can make money. You understand? And then when you make money, if your company make profit, then you reinvest that money. That means you can only grow, because the only way Europeans are growing is because they first benefit from their own economy, and they also benefit from our economy and from using us as cheap labor. So your perception that says if Europeans were in charge, it's gonna be better, that's wrong. It's only gonna be better for them because right now they're in charge. That's why it is better for them, and it is bad for us. Can you see the widespread poverty among brown Africans, the people known as black? Can you see that? Can you see that there's excessive poverty among Africans?
Yes, there is excessive poverty among the Africans.
This is the result of...
I also want to ask a question. Do you think the Europeans' role is disadvantage to us, or is
European rule
to us? Okay,
do you now agree that Europeans are ruling us still?
Yes.
Based on those points I brought, right? You understand? You agree with me, right? Or you still have doubt?
Yeah, I'm still having some doubts.
Okay, ask the question about the doubt you have. Because if you have doubt, that means there is something telling you, oh, I have doubt here. Just tell me where you have doubt.
Like maybe if you can be specific, maybe like to a country like Malawi.
Yeah.
Can you say in that country the Europeans are ruling?
Obviously, I say all of Africa. Why? If you look at Malawi, what is the main language of communication in Malawi? Is English. What is the identity people generally carry there? Is English identity or European identity. You understand? What are people mostly watching on TV? is European-driven content. You understand? Either movies, shows, documentaries. Nothing to do with things. What are people learning? What goes into their brain at school and on TV is European supplied and based. That's European rule, because your own rule, African rule, will mean things are based on Africans' own value. You understand? That's how a rule works. If you go to France are ruling, everything is based on French culture, French language, French identity, French. If you go to Russia, Russian are ruling, everything is based on Russian language, Russian culture, Russian interests. You can't rule your country when everything is based on foreign things. That's not ruling, you understand? That's being slaves. I don't know if you start getting clarity there.
Saying it's disadvantage to us.
It is not only disadvantage, it is what is keeping us backward. Our backwardness is because Europeans are ruling. It's because they maintain. Sorry, I'm just making. It's because they maintain a total grip over us. You understand?
Okay.
I don't know.
I understand.
It's because there is nothing we do that benefit us. The language we speak, the English, when Africans speak English, it is to the advantage of English. Because for as long as we speak English, the English gonna be leading us. Because it is the language. They are the one adding new words. They are the one telling us what this means, what that means. You understand?
Yes,
so if we keep speaking English, it means we are under the rule of English. You understand? Because it's the language. They are the one saying the meaning of each word, what it means. They are the one, you understand? And they use that language to penetrate our brain and then condition our minds to believe whatever they believe, because we speak their languages, it is like their property, it's their property, understand? So we are now just following what they want us to follow, because they tell us everything, because it's the language, understand?
Yes.
This is what you have to do, this is right, this is wrong, so we become like the robot. And that is why Africans generally feel inferior, because they use that language to make us believe that we are inferior, we are superior, that they civilize us. So they are now telling us everything, you understand? Yes. Which means they have stripped us of our independent, of our right to think independently. You understand? They're now telling us things that we repeat. So they're now conditioning our brain. So their rule is the cause of the death of Africa. Africa is dying. I don't know if you can see Africa is dying. Things is totally wrong. This yeah.
No, I think Africa's just catching up with civilization and globalization. It's not necessarily that it's dying, but it's just.
What is civilization or globalization? Okay, let's start about civilization. What is civilization?
I think civilization is when we do sophisticated things like reading books and recording things and able to connect with people who are far by maybe watching TVs and cell phones and stuff, which you are saying are also from Europe. That's why I asked the question, do you think the European role is disadvantage to us or disadvantageous to us, because they bring things like civilization and
what you are saying is
and in the past we didn't have such things like the language. We can say we have a common language, maybe like we'll speak English when we gather as Africans.
Yeah, but
we never have such a thing, and we didn't keep a records of histories.
But no, what you spoke about civilization being using technological stuff, no, that is not civilization.
Can you define it?
That is not civilization, because Europeans are not the only one manufacturing technological stuff. And like this camera is from Japan, Sony. Sony is from Japan. This is not a European product. You understand? Now,
Japan falls in which?
Japanese are known as yellow people officially, right? They are a different race to the European. That means the morphology, the everything looks different. You know, the language, everything is not the same.
They are known to be very wise and
No,
innovate stuff. And
no. Okay.
And lots of the breakthrough comes from Japan.
Not only from Japan. If you speak about modern things, you understand? Modern things, Europeans are not the only one making it. You understand? And then when you use modern things, for the case of Africa, we buy them. You agree with me, right? That means we are not getting it for free. So if you buy things, you can buy them from India, you can buy them from Japan, you can buy them China, you can buy from Iran. Understand? It means those things are not a monopoly of European. So you cannot associate civilization to European, because Chinese make those things, Iranians make those things. These are different to European. Japanese make those things, and then European also make those things. You understand? So it means those things are for whoever can make them, and it's not monopolized by European. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
And then when we are using them, we buy them. So it means when we use them, Europeans have not done us any favor. That's one. You understand? And if it's civilization, if we define this technological advancement as civilization, then it is not our civilization, because that means we are not getting civilization because we are not manufacturing it. You understand?
Yes.
They are manufacturing it. The beneficiaries is them. It means the money goes to them and the technology is in their hands. You understand? So you cannot, in that case, associate us who are mere consumers to that saying we are now civilized because of them. Actually, Europeans are not civilized. Why are they not civilized? And why they never brought civilization in Africa? Because when the Europeans set their feet in Africa around